In this section, we're going to talk about the bridge pattern. So just like always, let's start with a real problem. Let's say we're going to build a universal remote control app. So with this mobile app, we're going to be able to control various brands of TV and potentially other devices in the future. So in our project, let's add a new package called bridge. In this package, I'm going to add a new class called remote control. Let's say we're going to have different types of remote controls. We're going to have a basic remote control with only turn on and turn off buttons. And we're going to have an advanced remote control with some additional features, let's say set channel and so on. We can also have a movie remote control. That is a remote control customized for watching a movie. So it's going to have buttons like play, pause, rewind, and so on. So in this remote control class, let's declare a couple of methods for turning a TV on or off. So public void turn on and public void turn off. Now we have a problem here. At the time of implementing this class, we don't know how to turn a TV on or off because that would be dependent on the type of TV we want to talk to. For example, if you want to talk to a Sony TV, we should use some software library provided by Sony. This library knows how to talk to the hardware inside a Sony TV. So technically, we should declare these methods as abstract and implement them later on. So public abstract void, we should remove the body of this method. We only have a method declaration. And similarly, public abstract void turn on. And now we should declare this class as abstract as well. You will see that later in this section. So here's our basic remote control. Now let's declare an abstract class called advanced remote control. So this class should obviously extend our remote control class, and it should also be abstract. But here we're going to have some additional features. Let's say a method called set channel, which takes an integer called number. And of course, this method should be abstract. So real quick, our hierarchy of classes is going to look like this. Let me delete these comments. So at the top of our hierarchy, we're going to have a class called remote control. Below this class, we have an advanced remote control. Now we should create two classes for a Sony TV. We should have a Sony remote control. So that's going to be a basic Sony remote control. And we should have another class called Sony Advanced Remote Control. So let's add these two classes. Here's our Sony remote control. This class should extend our remote control class. So let's implement its methods. Now here I'm going to say Sony turn on. In a real-world app, this is where we're going to use the third-party library provided by Sony to talk to a Sony TV, okay? So this is the implementation detail. Now, similarly here, we're going to print Sony turn off. Now let's create an advanced Sony remote control. So let's add another class called Sony. So I prefer to prefix the class with the manufacturer of the TV. So Sony Advanced Remote Control. Now this class should extend our advanced remote control. So let's implement its methods. So in the set channel method, we're going to print Sony set channel. Now here we have the turn on and turn off methods. We could have this class extend our Sony remote control, and then we would inherit the implementations of these two methods. Let's not worry about that yet. So for now, let's just duplicate this code, even though this is a bad approach, because we want to get to the meat of the problem. So Sony turn on and Sony turn off. Now, let's get back to the hierarchy of our classes. So currently we have these four classes. Let's say tomorrow we want to support a new TV brand like Samsung. To do that, we have to create two new classes, a basic Samsung remote control, so Samsung remote control, and an advanced Samsung remote control, so Samsung advanced remote control. So currently we have two types of remote controls. Every time we want to support a new TV brand, we have to create two new classes. Now, if tomorrow we introduce a new type of remote control, like movie remote control, for supporting every new brand, we would have to create 3 new classes. So in reality, as we support more types of remote controls and more TV brands, our hierarchy is going to get more complex. Every time we want to support a new type of remote control or a new TV brand, we have to create several new classes. Our hierarchy is going to explode with too many classes. This is where we use the bridge pattern. With the bridge pattern, we can build a simple yet flexible hierarchy. We'll look at how that works in the next video.